Am I the a-hole if I don't pick up my sisters and nieces/nephews' expenses when I'm well off and they're not? So, for context, I'm a 34F who's been married to my husband, 38M, for over 11 years now. We're doing alright, definitely not millionaires, but we live comfortably. He works in computer programming and earns about $130,000 after taxes. Could be more, honestly I lose track. I've been a stay-at-home wife for the last 8 years. We don't live extravagantly, but we save, invest, and plan for the future. I've always been a homebody, and we made a joint decision that I'd stay home since we don't have kids and could afford it. Now, let's rewind a little. My family is complicated. My 2 older sisters, Maya and Reagan, are both about 15 years older than me. They're from my mom's first marriage, and our childhood was rough. Our mother was emotionally abusive, cold, manipulative, and dismissive. Each of us dealt with that differently. Maya, the eldest, took off at 18 and immediately started having kids, 6 in total, each from a different father. Her entire adult life has revolved around the welfare system. She's been in and out of government housing, working odd part-time jobs just enough to stay under the income cap for benefits. When her kids were older, she went to school and got a certificate in something, I forget what, but never seriously pursued a job. Her excuses always shift. There aren't jobs near me. If I move, I'll lose my housing. Nobody's hiring in my field, etc. Truthfully, even her own kids have started calling her out on how she just won't try. Reagan, my other sister, has worked most of her life, so I'll give her that. But her decisions? Not great. She was married at one point and actually doing okay. They had a house, a car, some savings. But then the marriage fell apart. I've heard rumors she cheated, but I don't know the full story, and she certainly never offered one. Since then, she's been in and out of toxic relationships, spending her money as fast as she gets it. Booze, cigarettes, takeout. It's like saving isn't even on her radar. I've tried not to judge too harshly. I know trauma can leave people stuck. But over the years, it's become painfully obvious that both of them see me as a kind of walking ATM. Maya is the worst about it, constantly guilt-tripping me, telling me how hard things are and making these passive-aggressive comments like, "Must be nice to stay home and not worry about the bills," or "Some of us don't have a man to pay our way." I usually just smile awkwardly and change the subject. A few years ago, my adult nephew asked me for money to buy skates so he could take his girlfriend skating. That was when it hit me. They don't even bother hiding it anymore. They see me as the rich auntie because I don't live paycheck to paycheck. Now, here's the current situation. Reagan recently got diagnosed with a serious medical condition and needs major surgery. She'll be unable to work for at least 3 months during recovery. And because she has zero savings, Maya immediately started messaging me in a panic. What's she going to do? She'll lose her apartment. She has no help. You have to step in. You can afford it. For context, Reagan's monthly rent is about $1,400, and I estimated she'll need another $400 or so for groceries per month. Utilities, car payments, cell phone bills. Honestly, I don't even know the full total, but I guess we're talking $6,000 to $7,000 minimum across 3 months. And yes, they're asking me, not even directly, but through guilt and implication, to cover all of that. The thing is, it's not even me they're really asking, it's my husband. That's what irks me. I don't have independent income. So they're essentially suggesting he should float my sister's life for 3 months just because we're better off. And no, she hasn't looked into government assistance, EI, disability support, or even asked her adult children for help. When I offered to help her apply for assistance, she shrugged it off. When I offered to let her stay with us post-surgery so I could care for her directly, she turned it down. I even offered to go to her and help out, but that wasn't good enough either. Instead, she and Maya seemed to expect me to just write a check for everything. No strings, no plan, just hand it over because you're doing fine, right? It doesn't sit right with me. Not only because of the money itself, but because I feel like I've become the family's safety net by default. Our mother? Useless. When Reagan told her about the surgery, Mom just shrugged and changed the subject. Our dad passed away years ago. And our brother, well, he's well off too, but that's mostly because he was the golden child. Mom and Dad gave him multiple financial handouts over the years, help with college, a car, a down payment for a house. We girls? We got nothing. I just feel like, why is it always me? Why am I expected to fix this? I'm not heartless. I love my sister. I worry about her. I want her to be okay. But I don't think I should be expected to fund her entire recovery just because I happen to marry someone who's financially responsible. If she was trying, really trying, to pull herself up, I'd probably feel differently. But she won't even take the help I am offering. So, am I the a-hole if I say no? If I say, I love you, I'm here for you, but I'm not paying your bills while you refuse to help yourself? If I stick to my offer to help apply for programs and bring groceries and support her emotionally and physically, but not financially? Would love some outside perspective. Because I'm feeling stuck between guilt and resentment, and neither is a great place to live.